to yoga. We'll get started in a mountain pose. So, same time as this might seem a little simplified, but try to use your visualization skills to really imagine grounding down through the base of the feet. And in a way, we have an inflow from the earth from the base of the feet chakras. So you can imagine there's like islands on the base of the feet, and they're pulling out, helping you to anchor the ground here. Stabilizing through the shins, through the knees. Let's kind of wiggle the knees a little bit, bend them. Make sure you're not locked through those knees. And then come back to that standing position. Feet about right out of the hips. Wherever you land, it's usually about right. See if you can feel the flex of the quads. Try to get the hips nice and neutral. Nice and tall through the spine. Breathe up into the chest. Let's relax the shoulders and then let the hands shine forward for our mountain pose. Try to grow a little bit taller through the crown of the head. But relax the face, let the tongue come off of the roof of the mouth. Really finding the strength in the simple mountain pose. Imagine the mountains, they don't really move. No matter what kind of weather, they're strong and sturdy. Start to work on our breathing here. So engaging Ujjayi breath, we'll inhale deeply through the nose, follow that breath to the back of the throat, follow that breath into the lungs, down to the belly. And when you exhale, imagine that it's coming back out of the belly, out of the lungs, out of the back of the throat, and out of the nose. Nice deep inhales and exhales to start. When you're inhaling, you're bringing some of that power, that new fresh air. When you're exhaling, you're releasing, letting go. Find a pace that works for you. Do 5 more deep inhales and exhales. Deep into the belly, cleansing every cell. Exhale, release. Relaxing the shoulders on the way. Inhaling that fresh air. Last breath here, see if you can hold it a little bit longer. And exhale a little bit longer as well. Nice. And then if you close the eyes, you can open here. And from stillness, let's just shake out those hands, rock those feet side to side, come up onto the toes. Shake out the shoulders, let the body just move, get everything out, stagnant energy, out, whatever feels nice. And then we'll come back to that mountain pose, readjust, shoulders relax, hands forward. We'll inhale, hands open head. Grab the left hand with the right hand. And then when you exhale, gentle side twist, bring the left hand over to the right, open on the left side body. Push the hips over to the left. And then come up to center, reach up, switch the hands. Inhale, spine length, exhale, to fold hands over to the left. All right, come back to center. We'll exhale really slowly forward fold. Coming all the way to a ragdoll pose. So bend the knees, let the belly hang out on the thighs, let the head hang heavy. The hands can hang heavy here too. You might grab your elbows and strap elbows. Swing side to side. Shake out that head, yes or no. And hang on, yes, if you're shaking out that neck. Maybe very lightly pressing into your hamstrings. Through those knees to get into the back of the legs. Opening up the back side of the body, a couple more breaths. Keep pulling your belly up towards the spine and try to relax the head towards the floor. Releasing hands over your elbows. Slowly ground through the feet, go back all the way to standing. Nice and slow, just feeling that spine. Take a couple shoulder rolls when you get to the top, finding that balance in the stance again. Then we'll inhale, hands overhead. This time, deeper side body stretch. So grab that left hand again. We're going to take it over to the right, but step your left foot back. Coming to a little twisted position with the feet. Get deeper into the side body stretch now. Pulling left hand over to the right. And release your stomach. You can drop the hands if you want. Inhale back up, switch the grip. Right hand going over to the left this time. Yeah, then take that right foot back behind the left. Breathe deeper into the side body stretch. You might feel it down to the hip. Keep pulling the hand over. Release back to center. Mountain pose. Inhale, hands overhead. Exhale, slowly hinge forward. This time, maybe keeping a straight spine all the way forward. Fold. We'll inhale, half lift here. Exhale, plank and step back to the plank pose. Really gently lower down knees, chest, chin, all the way to the floor. We'll let those feet go back, and then we'll just warm up with a couple cobra poses. Inhale, lift the chest, press the feet into the mat, getting into that low back, gentle lift. We're still at the beginning of practice. Exhale, release, stay here. Bend the knees, you can just wipe side to side. Come back to center, press those feet into the mat. Let's inhale to a second cobra pose, warming up the low back, lift the chest, lift the gaze. Stay here for a breath, keep lifting, and release down, same thing. Let's take a moment to rest, feel that low back, you can lift your left feet side to side. Alright, back to center. Let's do one more cobra pose. This time, coming into your own back bend of choice. You might come up to space. Be very mindful though, we're in the beginning of the practice, warming up that spine. When you're lifting up, the belly button's trying to pull up towards the back. Press the feet, shoulders and ears separate. Release, hands under the shoulders, press back, child's pose. Hips go back towards the heels. Nice and slow. You can rock the hips side to side, trying to find a bunch of length through that spine. Reach through the fingertips, open the front of the shoulders. Child's pose of choice. Take a few deep breaths here. Notice that your breath really controls your practice. Breath and mindset, I would say this. Even if your mindset gets out of sorts, you can always return to that breath that will control the body. Maybe in a space of your time, whether that's for your yoga practice today, or for something off the mat. If you're not sure where to even start setting intention, how about I love myself. Love myself a little bit more today than I did yesterday. And then gently making your way up to tabletop position. Hands under shoulders, knees under hips. We'll take some cat-cows here. So this is a nice opportunity to close the eyes and just breathe into the spine. Inhale, gaze goes up. Exhale, arch the spine. Let that head hang down. Cat-cow practice. Getting all the way from the hips up to the shoulders. So just follow your own breath. It's different for everyone here, and it's also different day to day. Sometimes you feel, a little tight in the hips, or a little tight through my neck. This is where we observe that, so we can be safe with our practice. A few more deep breaths. And then take that a little bit wider, farther in front. We're going to draw some circles with our belly button here, adding more movement all the way through those hips, all the way through those shoulders, going both directions. And then don't forget to use that breath, ujjayi breathing. So we're trying to breathe in and out of the nose. If you feel like you need to release heat, a nice exhale out of the mouth will help. But try to stick to that warrior breath. Inhale, exhale through the nose to the back of the throat. Whatever you do on one side, do on the other. Make sure you're nice and even out. And then we'll come to our tabletop. So hands come back under those shoulders, knees under hips. First thing here is we're going to check these low ribs. These low ribs tend to point out, pull them back up. That tailbone is nice and flat. Then we're going to inhale, right hand forward, left hand backwards. Notice those low ribs, they need to stay tucked in. Exhale, knee and elbow come together, crunch. Inhale, open. Exhale, knee and elbow. Inhale, expand, be tall. Exhale, crunch. Couple more, inhale, open it up, kick that heel back. Exhale, maybe knee comes to nose. Inhale, open. Exhale, crunch. Last one, inhale, open. And then you can stay here, or we're gonna go for a back bend. Kick the heel towards the glute, right hand comes back. Stay with that balance, inhale, kick. Lifts, gaze lifts, keep kicking into that hand. And we'll release, we're gonna bring the left knee all the way over the right knee, crisscrossing those knees. Fan the feet out. So this pose does get a little bit tricky, because we're limited through the side of our hips here, but fan those feet out and then guide the weight back using your hands. This could be your stretch right here. Some people might come all the way back, just depending on the shape of those hips. So find a stretch on the outside. And then keep the core engaged so that low back feels nice and safe. And release. Back to tabletop. We'll thread the needle right side to get into the shoulder. Inhale, open the chest space with that right arm. Exhale, send it under. All the way over to the left. Reach, reach, reach. Head comes down, arm comes down. I like to press left hand into the floor right from my face, not a foot from my face, to roll over that shoulder. Breathe to the right side. Opening the back, opening the shoulder, tricep. Yogi's choice to make this a balancing posture. If you want to lift that left leg, Yogi's choice. All right, return back to tabletop. Nice job. Hands come under the shoulders. Go nice and slow. Never any rush here. Couple cat-cows just to feel that spine. Breathe, inhale to up, and exhale to arch. All right, find that nice strong neutral spine. And then we'll do the same thing other side. So inhale the left hand forward, right heel back. Exhale, knee and elbow come together, crunch. Use the core. Inhale, open. Exhale, knee and elbow, hold it tight. Inhale, open. Nice. Exhale, maybe knee comes to nose, pull it high. Inhale, find length. Exhale, crunch. Couple more. Inhale, open as much as you can. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, open, pause here, stay here, build straight, or kick that right heel towards the glute, grab with the left hand. Balance, 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 gaze forward, and kick. Arch the low back, gaze is forward. Nice job. Release the left hand to the mat, right knee's gonna pop all the way over the left knee this time. Kind of funky. I find that fanning the feet out helps the most. But of course, if that's too much, keep the feet a little closer together, send the weight back. Guiding the hands so the weight stays in the front of your body as well, breathe into the outside of your hands. All right, release back to tabletop. And then we'll thread the needle left side. When you're ready, inhale, open that heart space. Exhale, send it under, reach over to the right. Let the head come down through the outside of the left shoulder, opening all the way up through those shoulder blades. You should feel some space through the shoulder blades, the upper back. Yogi's choice to make it a balancing posture, lifting that inside leg, that core needs to stay nice and tight. Beautiful, move nice and slow and controlled. And then gently make your way back to tabletop. Nice job, hands under shoulders. We'll tuck all 10 toes, lift the knees just 2 inches off the mat, pause here. And then down dog, lift the hips, send the hips back. And begin to find your down dog. 10 breaths here. Pull up the feet. Lots of minor adjustments we can look at here. So spread those fingers wide, press down through the palms, try not to dump through the wrists. Roll your armpits in to face each other a little bit. So the armpits are trying to look at each other through the heart space. Gaze is back, tailbone is tucked, straight, nice and flat. And then keep pedaling out those heels a couple more times. Bring it to the hamstrings. Gaze is back between those legs. We'll inhale together here, big inhale through the nose. Exhale, let's leave the space between the hands, walk super hop to the front of your mat. When you get there, inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. And now reverse one and come all the way up to standing. And exhale, hands through heart center. Bring those big toes to touch, getting ready for chair pose. Inhale, sweep the hands forward, bend down into your chair pose. So make sure you can see those big toes. Those low ribs pop out here too. So tuck the ribs in, gaze is up. Stay here, ground through the feet, just like we did in mountain pose. Grounding through the feet. Then pulse it out for a second here, lifting and lowering. Feel those legs engage, keep the chest lifted, keep the gaze lifted. Core is working here. And then you can add a little rocking motion into those feet. Try to balance up on those tippy toes, move back into the heels, opening up the bottom of the feet. Only if that's accessible, don't hurt those ankles. Tune in with that body. A couple more. Nice and hard here. And then grounding, exhale, twist to the right. Left elbow, right knee. Keep the deep bend in those hips. You're still in that chair pose. Inhale, pull your belly button up. Exhale, gaze over to the right. Press those palms together. Make sure that left knee doesn't pop out from the right. You're glued. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, twist to the left. One more side. Those legs are burning. I know. Inhale, pull the belly button up. Exhale, press the palms together. Gaze over to the left. Inhale to center and exhale, forward fold, release. You can shake out those legs a little bit here. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step back. You can take it through your first chaturanga vinyasa or skip it, medium down dog. Always medium down dog. Wherever your practice is at today, listen to your body. Left big toe comes to the center line of the mat. Once inhale, lift that right leg. Take your full hip overs here. The knee draws circles. And then exhale, right knee, left elbow. Give it a tap. Inhale, lift. Second exhale, knee to chest. Inhale, lift. Third exhale, right knee, right elbow. Tap. Inhale, lift. Stay here. Flip the dog. Elbow comes all the way over off the mat to the right. Inhale, press through the heels, reach the hands forward. You got this, back bend. Return to your three-legged down dog. Exhale, low lunge. Drop the foot between the hands, drop the knee, take a breather. Grab that block here to keep the chest lifted. We're gonna open up this left hamstring. Or that's my hamstring, hip flexor. So when I come into the low lunge, I usually like to come out of it, tilt the hips forward. Find that stretch, it might even go up into the abs. Come back down, relax the shoulders. Couple more breaths. Same stretch you'll feel in that high lunge position. Exhale, send it back, half split, straight into the right leg. Walk the heel a little bit further forward here. It helps with balance. Still using that block as you extend the arm. Inhale over right leg, half lift, exhale. Flex the toes to the face to get that calf. Last option here, you can walk your hands over to the right. Ooh, big IT hand stretch. So whatever your body wants today. Don't push it too much, but find a nice stretch. If you went over to the right, bring those hands back to center. We're going to ground through the right foot, lift up to our high lunge, pick up the back knee. Sweep those hands forward. Deep bend in that front knee, make sure you can see that right big toe. And if you're not feeling that hip flexor stretch, you can pick up that back knee a little bit more to the quad. From here, standing splits come all the way forward, pick up the left foot. And comes down towards the right foot. Yeah, you can use a block here. Or maybe even taking one hand to the back of the calf. Check that out. Keep relaxing the head down towards the foot and hold the head in any leg. Then let's grab our block and then keeping your hand. We're going to step back to pyramid pose. So drop the left foot behind the right. The block helps lift the chest so we're nice and safe with the low back. Pyramid pose. Inhale, half lift over your right leg. Exhale, forward fold. Back toes are out at an angle. Heel to heel alignment here in your pyramid pose. Beautiful, nice square hips. Let's inhale, half lift, revolve triangle. You're going to lift the right hand so you're finding a spine twist. Left hand on the block, the left hand on the inside of the right foot, that's okay. Belly button pulls up, find your twist. And then we're rotating all the way to the wide-legged forward fold. You're going to press through that right heel, lift those toes to the center of the mat. If you're folded, that's fine. Wherever you're at, inhale, half lift. Exhale, wide-legged forward fold. You can grab the mat underneath you, grip that mat with the hand. Pull the head towards the floor. Lots of options for wide-legged forward fold. If you want a shoulder stretch, you can bring those hands overhead. 5 to 10 breaths here. Micro bend in those knees. Carly, you might be ready to take those feet closer together. Your head's about at the floor. Try moving the weight to the balls of the feet a little bit. Maybe like a piece of paper could slide under there. Working on an inversion. Next job. Slowly we're going to lift the chest, come all the way to a lizard pose. So chest comes back to the front of the mat. You drop the back knee, roll onto the outer edge of the right foot. Lizard pose to open these hips. So lots of options for lizard pose. You can come down to forearms or stay lifted. There's not one right or wrong way. It's just however feels good for the body. Gently guide that right knee out. Take your lizard pose of choice. 5 to 10 breaths. Breathe into this pretty intense stretch. And in these longer poses, notice where you hold the tension. So notice if you can relax the face a little more, maybe the feet. If it's too much, back out of it. Let's still get benefit from this stretch. All right, gently releasing. Press those hands under the shoulders. Right foot goes back to meet the left. You can take it through chaturanga vinyasa or just press back to your down dog. Inhaling to up downward cobra. Exhale, roll over those toes, lift the hips. We'll take it through the sunny, coming back to this down dog on the bottom of an exhale. Get the space between your hands. Walk zipper hops in front of your mat. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reverse slide all the way up to standing. Exhale, ground through that heart space. Release the hands. Inhale, bring it right back up. Exhale, hinge at the hips, big release. Inhale, half lift, leave it long. Exhale, plant the hand, step back, take it through your chaturanga vinyasa. Skip it, knee down. Same thing, other side. So take a big breath here. We're going to start moving. So right big toe to the center line of the back. Inhale, lift the left knee, bend the knee, take a couple of circles. Just start open the hip as wide as you want. Your choice. And then exhale, left knee, right elbow, tap. Inhale, lift. Second exhale, knee to chest, pull, nice and tight. Nice, inhale, lift. Third exhale, we tap that left elbow, maybe the armpit. Inhale, lift, stay here, you can flip that dog with the foot come all the way off the mat. Press through the heels, lift, back bend here, gazes forward. Return to your three-legged down dog, let it exhale, bring the foot to a low lunge. Nice, drop that right knee. Grab your block to help you get into these poses, nice. However it works for your body. We're starting with this low lunge. You want to open up that right hip flexor, bringing that weight forward, hips stay square. Block can help. Relax the shoulders, relax the face. Last breath. Send it back, half split straight into the left leg. Use that block to keep the chest lifted. We're going to walk the left heel a little bit farther forward. For balance, flex the toes towards the face. Inhale, half lift over the left leg. Exhale, fold. You might even do that another time to find your space. Inhale, gently lifting the chest, and exhale, folding. Last breath. We come forward to high lunge, stand up with that weight forward, pick up the back knee, sweep those hands. Deeper bend in that front knee. If you don't feel that hamstring, hip flexor stretch, pull the knee up into the quad gap. Try to be on the ball of that back foot so the heels stacked over the toes. And then we fly to our standing splits. Right foot lifts, head comes down towards the foot. Block is a great prop here. Have your block nearby. Keep working on these standing splits. Maybe one hand comes to the back of the calf or both. And then drop it down to the pyramid pose. Lift the right foot, drop behind the left. Grab the block. It really helps lift that chest. Square your hips. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold over the left leg. Here, pose, that left hamstring is maxed out right now. Even feeling it down to that calf. Relax your back of the head and neck a little bit. Pretend to pull up here. All right, we're going to revolve it. So the right hand on the inside of the left foot. Inhale, open the left hand to the sky. So we're twisting the chest over, towards that one side wall. Beautiful, keep lifting, lifting, lifting. And then wide looking forward fold. So you can just kind of pivot on that left heel. Toes come to center. When you are ready, inhale, half lift by lengthening the spine. Exhale, forward fold. Relax that head and neck. You can take different kind of fold if you want. Maybe grabbing outside of the calves or your big toes. Maybe working on an inversion, really whatever feels right for you today. Belly button's always pulling up here. Last couple breaths, try to stay with it. Micro-bending those knees. And then we come all the way to lizard pose, left side. So we're going to bring the chest back to the front of the mat, left foot rolls, kind of rocks to the outside of the right knee. Take it really just kind of slowly. You don't have to rush into the pose because we have plenty of time. You might even back out a little bit and then come back in. See if you can find minor adjustments. So I really get you deep into the stretch. Maybe dropping one or forward. Last breath in. Bring your hands under the chest with that foot back, and we're just going to come down to our bellies here. So you can send the left foot back and lower. Chest down between those thumbs. Let's give those shoulders a break. Let's breathe into the right arm first. So let's stick the right arm out from the body, straight out from the body, and then begin to roll over that right shoulder. You might stack the left foot into the floor, so bending that top knee. That might help. Some people will maybe take their left hand to the low back. Whatever feels okay for you. Gentle with this right shoulder. Gently come back to center, nice and slow. Just noticing how that right arm feels now. Sometimes a little tingly. And then left side, stick that left arm out to the side. And gently begin to rock. So press the right hand into the mat to roll over the left shoulder. You can bend that top knee. Press the foot into the mat, nice. Returning back to center, take a moment here just to feel that way down. Come back to center, and then we'll bring our hands under our shoulders and just press back to put child's pose. Let the hips go back towards the heels, find then walk both hands over to the right, reach to the left fingertips. Open up the left side of that shoulder, but send it back into the left hip. See if you can feel the rib cage open up here. Breathe into that lung. Send your breath down to that left side body. Gently coming through center, take the hands over to the left. Reach the right hand as high as you can, and then send it back to the right. And coming back to center, nice job. All right, we're going to come onto our knees for pose here. So we're going to come to a camel pose, a back bend. So the knees are going to be under the hips, maybe just slightly, just a little bit out. We're going to think about lifting through this chest space. The chin will maybe even start to point up. Bring your hands behind you. If it hurts the wrists, sometimes I just press my fist into the low back. You need to press forward, lift the chest, open those shoulders back, knees back, stay here. Or you can drop down your camel pose, your choice. Big heart opener here. Keep pressing the hips forward. Drop the chin and gaze back. Return to those knees, nice and slow, one hand at a time. Bring those knees together and sit on your shins. Noticing that low back and that back bend. We're going to do a counter stretch here where you fish pose, bringing the head down right in front of those knees. So go gentle because we're counter stretching. So it's going to be really nice, but we have to be really mindful as well. With your inhale, lift the hips, arch the spine. The higher you can pull your belly button, the more you get out of it. Safe on that neck, you're not dumping the head into the floor. Lift the hips, tuck the heel. Nice job with these. Whew. Do love that stretch. Bring those hands forward, tabletop, down dog, lift the hips. Pedal out those feet. You haven't been down dog for a while. Pedal out those feet. Spread those fingers nice and wide. All right, look at the space between your hands on the bottom of the exhale. Walk super hop to the front of your mat. When you get there, inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reverse one, then come all the way up to standing. And exhale, hands to the right. We'll take a little bit of a balancing series here. So we'll start with the tree pose and then bring the block in front of you so that we can get into a toe stand or maybe an inversion. So starting with our tree, just like mountain pose, hands turn forward, ground down through those feet. But then we're going to shift the weight over to the left foot, kickstand the right foot, and gently guide the foot up into the thigh. Press that foot into the thigh and the thigh back into the foot, finding your tree pose. Guide the knee out, hips stay forward, grow nice and tall. If you're ready, you can inhale, reach those hands overhead. Find your drishti, something that's not moving with that focal gaze. Swaying tree, we can grab that left wrist, put over to the right, just like we started class. Woo. Super windy in here. All right, release back to center, and then we're going to come to a standing figure four. So that right ankle comes down to that left kneecap. Send the weight back, just like chair pose. Opening up this right glute, so you can have a hand on the knee. Really kind of slow and gently. You're coming down to either this is your standing figure four, or you're coming down maybe to a toe stand, using that block. Yeah. Maybe even an inversion. You want to slide a little bit, yeah. Elbow hooked onto the toes, elbow hooked onto that knee, lift the hips off that left foot, and trying to pop that left foot in the air. Yeah, nice. Beautiful. Okay, last two breaths, stay with it. Wherever you're at, stay with it. And then gently, slow and controlled, come back to standing and release. The more slow and controlled you can do, the better. And then shake out those ankles, especially that right foot. Sometimes the left foot can cramp sometimes. Woo. All right, same thing, other side. Last little bit of work, and we'll lie on down. So, find that mountain pose, you're nice and strong. You're rooting through that right foot. And then move the weight over to the right, kickstand the left toes. Gently guide that foot up. You can, of course, use those hands. That always helps for tree pose. Grab the foot, press the foot so hard into that right thigh. It's equal and opposite forcing with each other. When you're ready, you can inhale, bring those hands overhead. Find your drishti. Find something non-moving that will help. Swaying tree, hands over to the left. You might grab the right wrist like we started class. Side bend. Stay with it. Ground down with that right foot. And release back to center. Nice job. Gentle bend in that right knee so you can bring the left foot on top of the right knee. Same thing as other sides, so you know where you can take it. Either holding this figure 4, the block will definitely help. But coming down all the way to a toe stand, yogi's choice. You can even use the wall here or anything that's around you for that prop. A little bit of posture. Wherever you're at today, if you're in that toe stand, maybe try and bring the hands up. Heart center. Last breath. Slow and controlled, come out of it. Try not to just swing or use momentum. Slow and controlled. Drop the left foot and then shake out that right foot. Whoa, back. Bottom of my foot always wants to cramp there. Release it. All right, nice job, guys. We are going to come on down. So let's find a little bit of flow here. Mountain pose, top of the mat. Inhale, reach up, hands overhead. Exhale into the hips, forward fold. Inhale, half lift into the heart. Exhale, plant the hands, step back. Last chaturanga of class. Last one, lean down dog. Inhale to your cobra. Exhale to your down dog. One inhale here. And then exhale, we're just going to jump forward onto our bottoms. Come to a seated position. Grounding down through our sit bones. Whew. Since we started class standing, we never got into our neck. So let's take a moment here to recognize to close the eyes as we're cooling down the bottom. Just let the head be heavy. Take some neck rolls here. Nice and warm, so feel that stretch go all the way down through the chest, maybe through the upper back, down into the shoulder. You might add your hand as a bit of weight. Whether you go on one side, you on the other, so you're nice and even. And then back to neutral. All right, we're going to do a funny one. We're going to massage our jaws here. So, massaging our faces. You're going to open your mouth as wide as you can. Nobody's looking at you, so we all look funny. You're going to open your mouth and you're going to press into these little muscles right here. Opening your jaw, massaging your face. How often do we massage our face? Probably never. Jimmy's like, what are you doing? All right, release. All right, we're going to do a butterfly pose. So ground down through those sit bones. If the heels are closer, it's more hips. If it's farther away, it's more low back. Inhale to sit up nice and tall. Exhale, stay as straight as you can as you bow forward with the chest. And then maybe releasing your hands to the mat or a block, yogi's choice. We'll be in butterfly pose about 45 seconds. So keep the belly button pulling up and the forehead reaching forward and down. Try to let every exhale release you a little bit deeper. Gently press arm up. It's time to take the left foot out to the left. Take the right heel in towards the bottom. Still sitting up nice and tall, grounding down through those hip bones. And then we're going to take our left forearm, bow forward, sweep it over towards the left. Inhale, open the chest, and reach the right hand all the way over to those toes. Yes, good job, Monty. Nice props there. So you're reaching down for those left toes, big groin stretch, big back up. Right side. The gaze here is kind of where it feels okay for that neck. Last breath. And release on forward, nice job. We are going to come to a pigeon pose from here, pigeon pose, full expression of pigeon. So bring the right shin out a little bit farther away from you. And then we're going to swing the left ankle on top of the right knee. Pigeon pose opens up both hips at the same time, so you can use that block for support. I like to take the hands, press them into the mat, let the hips come back nice and even. And then this can be your stretch today if you're feeling it in those hips. Or you can begin to bow forward. Nice. Beautiful. So if any of these poses ever feel too much over those knees, we have other options, other modifications. Be gentle with that body. Last couple breaths here, see if we can get deeper, forehead down towards that floor. And lift on up, nice job. All right, same thing other side. So we'll start by kicking off the right foot. 45 degrees, left heel comes in towards the body. Ground down through those sit bones to start. Take your right forearm, bowing forward, and then over to the right. The chest opens. Inhale, the left hand reaches up and over. Nice big rainbow. Try to find this right toe. Big low back stretch. Breathe into the space if you feel it most. Use the power of your breath. Release through center. We come to pigeon pose, full expression of pigeon and firewall on the other side. Left shin, you kind of want the left shin to be out front in front of you. And then that ankle and knees will stack. If it's too much, you can always release the bottom leg or use a block. And if you know this pose and you're ready to go forward, feel free to move into your firewall pose. All right, yogis, release on up, release those feet. Shake out those hips a little bit. Nice. And open. You feel open and tight at the same time. All right, we're going to make our way on down to our backs. Press those hands into the mat, hands forward, slow, lower down. You start by tilting that tailbone, you want to go vertebrae by vertebrae, nice and slow. Use the core. And then give yourself a nice hug. Bring those knees up to the chest, forearms can grab the shins, rock side to side. Feel how flat that back is on the mat. Coming to a happy baby. Grab the outsides or the insides of the feet here. Happy baby has lots of options. Anything a happy little baby can do. So some people might find stillness. You might by just bringing those knees down towards the mat. You might like them. Even kicking through those heels straight into those legs. Flex those toes down towards the knees. And then release those heels. We'll come to one little bridge pose as a little bit of a counter stretch here. So press those heels down to the mat. Make sure you can brush the heels with the fingertips. Roll up onto your shoulder blades so that chest is already lifted. Inhale, this is a gentle back bend here.
Inhale, lift the hips, press to the heels. You might grab your hands underneath you. Maybe roll a little higher onto those shoulder blades. Press the chest up towards the chin. Bridge pose. Release the glutes. Feel that natural C curve in the spine. That's what we're going for. Release the hands. Come up onto the tippy toes. Lower down one vertebrae at a time, top to bottom. Nice job. All right, find a nice spot back. We're going to come to a supine twist. So I like to get into supine twist, bring the knees kind of halfway towards the face, not all the way up to the chest, but then wrap the left leg around the right leg, drop the knees over to the right, pick up the hips, bring them back to the center line, so that the left is stacked on top of the right. Move into your supine twist. You have about 60 seconds here. So form is important. You want to move into these poses so fast that there's a weird, twist on your spine that doesn't feel right. It should feel really nice all the way from the tailbone to the crown of the head. And then you can cactus that left arm. Maybe let the gaze go over to the left. More seconds. Releasing from every little part of that spine. Make your way back to center. Take a moment to notice just that spine kind of rebounding from the twist. And then we drop it over to the left. So again, kind of lifting the knees back towards the chest, wrap our right leg around the left leg this time. Drop them over to the left. Try to lift the hips. Yeah, so they're nice and stacked. If I came by with the stick and I went down through the top hip, it would also hit the bottom hip. Cactus the right arm. Try to keep both shoulder blades on the mat. Gaze goes over to the right. Last breath here, nice big release, super melty. And make your way back to center, noticing that rebound sensation. Find a neutral spine. All right, last pose we're going to do together today. Let's feet right up towards the ceiling, either coming to a restorative shoulder stand, getting that blood flow down from the feet to the heart, or come to a full shoulder stand. Lift those hips, press the hands into the mat, trying to get the hips to stack over the shoulders. Wiggle the elbows together, get your hands to the low back. Yogi's choice just for those legs. You can play around with the legs, or staying in your restorative shoulder stand. Maybe even a block into those hips. Couple more breaths. Pull that chest up towards the chin. Offering cloud pose if you want to drop those feet overhead, yogi's choice. Kick through the heels if you're in cloud pose, try to straighten the legs. And gently, very slowly, press the hands into the mat to lower down one vertebrae at a time. Tailbone's the last thing to come down, your core is working. And then you have a whole minute here to do any last poses that are in your practice for today. Yogi's choice. Knowing that your body will be in Shavasana next. So any last little movements, wiggles, stretches, let the body guide you without even thinking about it.
When you're ready, let those toes, legs go long, with the toes up to the side. Relax that knee space even, see if the knees can just kind of roll out as well. Make sure you're nice and long through the back of that neck. Hands can be palm face up to receive, palm face down to ground. Dedicating the next few minutes to yourself, to the human being instead of the human doing. Welcome to Shavasana. Very gently invite some movement back into the body. Wiggle fingers, toes, rock heads side to side. Feel the rest of the body waking up. And with an inhale, reach the hands overhead, flex the toes down like it's a first stretch of the day. And let it exhale. Rolling over onto your favorite side. Returning to that intention that you might have set at the beginning of the practice. Whether it was like mine, time, simple, so that I love myself a little bit extra today, something else. Send it out one more time. And gently press up to a comfortable seated position. Round down through your sit bones. Inhale the hands overhead one last time. Feel that energy between the palms. And then gather down to your third eye space for your fourth one. Thank you all for this beautiful practice today. Have a wonderful rest of the week. Do your practice and all the ceremony. Namaste.
Namaste.